This is Kung Fury Street Rage Ultimate Edition. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So what are we getting here? It looks like it's 1080p 60 FPS. I mean, honestly, you won't really be able to tell because it's got this really overly stylistic throwback kind of like aesthetic to it, as you can clearly tell. So this is an interesting title. I guess it's also got PC gamepad support, it notes, which is interesting. So you could play it alone, or you could do two-player local co-op, local multiplayer stuff. And there's a few differing modes for how you play this. So the regular game mode, which is what you might think would be the thing to play, is kind of like essentially an endless sort of, you stand in one spot and you hit back and forth, one of those kind of games. So that mode was kind of a little like but if you go and you do this particular game mode where it's like an actual, like, you know, the co-op mode, a day at the beach or whatever, it's actually like a beat 'em up. You have to go through it, it seems, in one go, because, you know, my progress kind of got reset when I came back here, but yeah, this is actually a proper brawler in comparison to, you know, the other one. Wow, I actually did a lot better the first time through, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so that's present here. There's also just like literally an endless mode too, if you want to just like endlessly, you know, kind of do the stand in one spot and smack things kind of mode. That is an option. So you know, that's part of the game too. So it does have a few different modes. This to me is the most enjoyable element of it, because it actually is like a bit of an old school beat 'em up, and they should have actually pushed for this to be the full kind of game. Would have been really quite perfect. So if you're not familiar with Kung Fury, there was this sort of short movie kind of released years and years ago. I believe it's straight up just on YouTube or whatnot, maybe somewhere else, I don't know. But it's just like, it's kind of a over-the-top, throwback, ridiculous kind of thing. So, like, similar to like Turbo Kid, which is another movie I quite liked, which had this sort of like style to it. But it's just like, it's utterly ridiculous Kung Fury. And, you know, they released the game years and years ago, and I guess this is sort of like a full ultimate version of that game, I guess you would say, in terms of like, you know, having some extra content and whatnot. So yeah, it's kind of a neat sort of take on it. If you like the characters, you know, this kind of takes them forward and provides a small little nice game for them. So yeah, Kung Fury is just like this dude, and you sort of like, you know, you fight across like time. You know, the movie was like a fight across time. And you had like a Triceratops cop buddy, and those characters, like the characters are present here, and like an Amazon warrior princess too, I think, or something like that. Was one of the other characters, and it's been ages since I've watched it. I actually kind of almost forgot about it, but I don't know how you forget about Kung Fury considering how utterly ridiculous it is. But it's, you know, if you can, it's worth a watch. It's quite a film. There's actually 5 different heroes with ultimate abilities, and David Hasselhoff's the character in here. So you kind of, oh, here's the team, Triceratops, I think, or something like that. And, you know, you're just kind of fighting like the Nazis, and there's Hacker Man, and yeah, like the movie was just really quite something. I remember it being a lot of fun, but man, time just flies by, I gotta say. It's crazy. And apparently there's also like a second film that's like in post-production, but it's like in some sort of development hell, I guess you would say. It's, you know, stuck in development due to some kind of funding issue or something like that, and some investor group. But apparently it's like just waiting for like special effects to be kind of going through. And that movie, I guess, has Fassbender and Arnold Schwarzenegger as like the president. So I really hope that someday I get to watch that, because that sounds spectacular. I don't know if we will get to be able to watch that, but I kind of hope so. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So for now, we've got this game, and you know, like I said, if you want kind of a little decent, smaller, like kind of beat 'em up little adventure, it's not too bad. The endless mode is, you know, obviously to me a little like, I don't really like those kinds of games, but you know, this kind of mode is fine here. So it's really going to come down to, you know, value package-wise for when you get here, and if it intrigues you. But yeah, you just kind of go around in these crazy environments, smacking Nazis around. So you know, it's not a bad time for sure. And there's varying levels of foes too that you face off against. So it's a very sort of like old school throwback type melee hit 'em up. I would actually maybe suggest doing the endless mode to kind of prep and, you know, prepare movement wise to kind of do different combat things, because the ladies, they come from like different side strikes, and yeah, it's just kind of it's a neat title. It's as fascinatingly weird as regular Kung Fury is to me. Like, just the fact that something like that exists is such a delight, because it's like a retro throwback, but with like some modern stylizing to it, I guess is something the best you would describe it. But this does actually, from what I recall, hit the spirit of the series quite well. The series. Well, it's not a series unless that other one comes out, right? But, you know, I think it captures the film kind of nicely, and it's weird that this honestly exists, because, you know, the thing is, it's a little niche, quite honestly. Hence the fact that I'm assuming most people maybe won't even know what this is based on. And yeah, that's totally fine. But it's just like, wow, I can't believe this actually got like a game out of it. So, I mean, obviously the base version of it was quite simple, and then they added some other stuff, but you know, it's totally fine for what it is. So I guess if you're a fan of the film, you're gonna be like, ah, cool. And if you're someone that's never seen the movie, go watch it. And then maybe the game might be kind of intriguing fun for you, I guess you would say. I don't really have more details to provide. Like, it's a very, very simplistic sort of like partial beat 'em up, partial endless sort of sit there and go wah, 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 and, you know, smack things around and kill stuff. So that's, you know, that's what it is. So just enjoy some more, I guess, regular non-commentary gameplay, and you know, the movie again is something to watch. It will probably blow your mind because it is so out there. Yeah, it is really, really quite out there. What an experience that was, and it's nice to be reminded of it.